Now today's lecture is about the sole of foot. It is the plantar aspect of the foot that correspond to the palm of hand. Now before going to the other structure of the sole of foot, we have some brief idea about the skeleton of foot. So there is 7 tarsals, 5 metatarsals and 14 phalanges in the foot. So here this is the plantar aspect of the foot. This one is a calcaneum, that is a tarsal. Proximally it have medial and the lateral tubercle of the calcaneum. There is a navicular, cuboid, medial, intermediate and lateral cuneiform. These are the tarsals. There are 5 metatarsals and the 14 phalanges. For the lateral 4-2, there is a proximal, middle and the distal phalanx. For the great toe, there is a proximal phalanx and the distal phalanx. So this is the skeleton of foot. Now come to the layers of the foot. First layer, that is the skin. Beneath the skin there is superficial fascia. Beneath the superficial fascia there is a deep fascia with their modifications, and beneath the deep fascia there is a muscle of foot. So come to the first layer, that is the skin. What are the features of the skin of the sole of foot? It is thick, firmly adherent to the underlying plantar aponeurosis, and this skin is mainly supplied by the 3 cutaneous nerves. One is a medial calcaneal branch of the tibial nerve to supply the heel area of the sole of foot. Medial plantar nerve that supply the medial 2/3 part of the sole of foot and the 3.5 medial 3.5 digit. Lateral plantar nerve that supply the lateral 1/3 of the foot and the lateral 1.5 of the digit. Medial border of the sole of foot is by the saphenous and the lateral border of the foot is supplied by the sural nerve. After the skin, there is a superficial fascia. The superficial fascia contains fat and the fibrous tissue. This fibrous tissue binds the skin to the deep fascia or plantar aponeurosis and also divide the subcutaneous fat into small tight compartments. Thickened band of the superficial fascia at the root of toe, forming the superficial transverse metatarsal ligament. Beneath the superficial fascia, there is a deep fascia with 3 main modifications. There is plantar aponeurosis, deep transverse metatarsal ligament and fibrous flexure sheath in the toe. So come to the plantar aponeurosis. That is the deep fascia that covering the sole is thick in center. This triangular thickened part, that is a plantar aponeurosis. This is central thickened part. The plantar aponeurosis represents the distal part of plantaris, which has become separate from the rest of the muscle during evolution because of the enlargement of the heel bone. So this triangular aponeurosis have one apex that lie proximally and the base that lie distally. The apex is attached to the medial tubercle of calcaneum and the base that lie distally at the head of metatarsal divided into 5 processes for the 5 toes. Here plantar aponeurosis differ from the palmar aponeurosis because it give additional process to the great toe that restrict the movement of great toe, having medial border and the lateral border. So there is a apex, there is a base that divided into 5 processes and medial and the lateral border. These 5 processes in divided 5 processes at the head of metatarsal, again each process divided into 2 slips, superficial slip and the deep slip. Superficial slip attached to the dermis of the skin and the deep slip again divide into 2 parts and blends with the fibrous flexure sheath and deep metatarsal ligament. The transverse ligament that connecting these slip at the base of phalanx, that is a deep transverse metatarsal ligament. Interval between these five processes, digital nerve and vessels pass. So this is the plantar aponeurosis. From the medial and the lateral border of plantar aponeurosis, two vertical intermuscular septa pass deep into the sole of foot. This medial and lateral intermuscular septa divided the sole of foot into three parts: medial part, intermediate part, and the lateral. Medial to medial intermuscular septa, this is a medial part. Between there is an intermediate and the lateral part. Again, transverse septa arise from this intermuscular septa that divide the sole of foot into four layers, where the four layers of muscle arrange. The medial plantar fascia is the medial part of the deep fascia that is not thickened, that is thin, and here the collagen fiber are transversely arranged. Same as the lateral plantar fascia, lateral part of deep fascia that is thin, that here the collagen fiber also arranged transversely, that is a lateral plantar fascia. Central thickened part, as we discussed, that is a plantar aponeurosis. Here collagen fibers are longitudinally arranged, and thick part, that is a plantar aponeurosis. Now come to the function of the plantar aponeurosis. It is firmly fix the skin of the sole and provide the origin of muscle of first layer. It protects the plantar nerve and vessels from compression. It helps to maintain the longitudinal arch of the foot by acting as a tie beam. Now there is a plantar fasciitis and calcaneal spur. Those individuals who have long-term standing job lead to stretching in the plantar aponeurosis. The stretch in the plantar aponeurosis lead to inflammation or tear of plantar aponeurosis, that is plantar fasciitis. It cause pain and tender in the sole of foot, especially under the heel area. Repeated attack of this plantar fasciitis lead to calcification in the posterior attachment of plantar aponeurosis, that is a calcaneal spur. Now the deep transverse metatarsal ligament, again this is a modification of deep fascia. These are the four short flat bend. These are this four short flat bend in the intermetatarsal space that connect the plantar ligament of metatarsal phalangeal joint. This is the metatarsal phalangeal joint and there is their plantar ligament. So they connect the plantar ligament of metatarsophalangeal joint. So these four flat bend is the deep transverse metatarsal ligament. Then there is a fibrous flexure sheath. Again this fibrous flexure sheath for the each toe, there's also made up of deep fascia. Their structure is similar to that of the fibrous flexure sheath of the finger. They retain the flexor tendon in position during the flexion of the toe. Now beneath the deep fascia there is a muscle layer. So there is total 18 intrinsic muscle and the 4 extrinsic muscle in the sole of foot, and the muscle of the sole of foot arranged in 4 layers.